Join me as today we continue our build of Eaglemoss Hero Collector's Ecto-1. Hey everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And yes, today I'm back as we continue our build of Eaglemoss Hero Collector's massive 1/8 scale Ecto-1. And before I dive into today's build there, if you'd like to start your very own Ecto-1 build for yourself, we've got links right down below in the description. Click them, sign up today, and once again, start building your very own Ecto-1. You start building yours, you can build it along with me, we can talk about it down below in the comment section. Really, you're not going to want to miss this. Once again, today I'm going to be building stages 9 and 10, and I'm just having a blast with it so far. I'm really enjoying this. But enough with the jibba-jabbing, let me turn over here right now and let's start building. Alright guys, so today we're going to be finishing off issue number 4 here today as we build stage 9 and stage 10. It looks like actually our first part here is going to be the carburetor and the air filter, which we've got right here. So give me a second, let me unbag all this stuff and we're going to start building. Alright, so I got everything unbagged there, and first and foremost it looks like we're going to be fitting the fast idle cam. Take the fast idle cam bracket, 09B, which is, what do we got here? This little piece it looks like right here, and attach it to the first idle cam support, which is 09C, which, it's this tiny little piece right here it looks like. So let's angle this up, just how they have it here in the diagram. Alright, and we're using a BP screw to attach those two pieces together. There we go. From there it looks like we're going to be going to figure B, line up the screw holes in the bracket, and fast idle clamp. What's the fast idle clamp? I think that is this boy over here. That looks like the guy. Alright, now that we've got both pieces there, it looks like there's actually a small little groove in this hole which kind of just connects right into there, making it pretty easy to connect there. We're going to be using a, what do we got here? EP screw to secure that. So let me grab the EP screw here. 2 more turns. And then we're going to be, what do we got here? We got finally slot the support into place as shown on the underside of the carburetor. So right there. And affix with the GP screw. So let's grab that piece it's showing. There we go. And we affix that. How do we affix that? Like this? Like this. That looks like the image. Good stuff. So let's nab one of those GP screws. I've had quite a few people over social media actually ask if you know, all the gadgets and everything are included inside the Ecto-1. I know they are. I don't have those later builds just yet, but yeah, I know there's gonna be like little miniature like computers and stuff like that inside the Ecto-1 when we get to that point. Now, one thing, actually, a few things I do have though that we're gonna be building soon here on the channel is I do have the proton packs. So we're gonna be building the proton packs. There's also a ghost trap, and all that will fit in the back of the Ecto-1. So those videos are certainly incoming here on the Ghostbusters News YouTube channel. All right, so coming up next, we've got number 2 here, affixing the fuel inlet and choke cap. So let's find the first piece here, which it looks like this little guy. Okay, yeah, that looks like the piece. Okay, so we're going to be putting that right in here. And once again, we're going to be using a GP screw to secure that into place. The same one we just used to fix this piece, that piece right there. Alright, so we got that in there, and then from there it looks like we're going to be connecting the choke cap into this build here. It looks like it just connects in right there. Yeah, that looks like the diagram. And once again, we're going to be grabbing another one of the GP screws to connect that in place here. Now, I will say, guys, I was hoping that this car build would kind of improve my knowledge and get me up with all like the you know, car lingo that people use, but I don't really know hardly anything about vehicles or cars, so if I call something the incorrect thing, my apologies. Cars aren't really my forte. Ghostbusters is my forte. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be fitting the carburetor and the fuel pipe now to the main body that we've already built in our previous videos. So how does this go on? It looks like it just kind of goes through here. Yep. There we go. Looks nice. Now I've got to actually grab the fuel line, which is right here. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a little piece through the hole. No. Ah, crap. You know what I've done, guys? I've just realized this now. I attached this piece backwards. So give me a second here. I mean, that's why this isn't connecting into this piece here, because the piece on the other side is actually smaller. So yeah, I put this piece in backwards, so give me a second. Let me fix this. Alright, so I got that fixed up there, and hopefully this will now fit without any problems or issues. Yeah, there we go. So line goes in there, and this side should just connect right into this area. And there we go. So yeah, the fuel pipe is installed there, looking decent. Like I said, small issue there, but it was easily fixable. And as I've said before in past videos, if you're building this thing, or thinking about building this thing, patience is the key here, guys. So, alright, so fuel pipe in there. Let's move on to assembling the air filter. So let's move this guy out of the way for the time being. Oh, you know what? Actually, looking at the instructions, let's bring him back in, because we're going to be using him pretty soon here, it looks like. Alright, so the first step here is slot the tab at the end of the air filter inlets through the opening of the air filter side, securing with an EP screw. So here is that piece, it looks like, yeah. So we just kind of pop this through. Is it the same? Yeah, it looks the same on both sides. So we secure that in there, and now let's nab one of those EP screws. Alright, so nice and secure there. From there, figure B, oh, we're going to actually start attaching this piece to this piece, it looks like now. So let's grab this boy out of here, and once again, there's like a little kind of nub, little groove that's kind of hanging out of there, and we're going to match that up. Just want to make sure I'm putting it on, which way do I put it on? It looks like this way, so let's pop that through. There we go, that's always a good noise. And then from there, we're going to nab ourselves that air filter inlet. Let's go ahead and secure that down here, I think. Yeah, that's looking good. And then we just gotta nab the air filter cover from over here, and once again, small little groove's gonna go right into there, and pop that right on top. There we go, everything fits really nicely together there, and we're gonna secure that using a DP screw. Alright, so that is, well, actually it could be a little bit tighter, so give me a second here and make sure, there we go. Alright, so that's looking good there. And then the last step, we're going to use piece 09K. Yeah, push the air filter screw, which is this little boy right here. And once again, little groove there. I'm assuming this will just rest down there, hopefully, maybe. Oh, it just presses inwards, okay. Alright, there we go. So we got the carburetor and the air filter. Looks like pretty much done for these steps. Stage 9 build. This is what the assembled piece should look like. Let's go ahead and turn that around to kind of give you a comparison. And yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. So we're doing something right here. So stage 9, totally empty. Let's throw that out of here. Now let's move on to stage 10, which is the generator and the oil filter. Reach over here right quick, and stage 10 here. All the goodies, all the pieces inside. So give me a second and I will now unbag this one. And as you can see right here, we are dealing with much smaller pieces this time. So it looks like actually we're going to bring this back into frame here. And what do we got here? Fitting the generator front bracket. Fix the generator front bracket to the generator bracket support. Alright, so just kind of angle this piece up to look as close as possible as this. And then yeah, we're going to take this little piece. Yeah, and just kind of matching it up once again as best as I can. Put the little holes together, and we're going to be using FM screws to attach everything together there. Alright, so I got that screw in there, and that's looking like it should, so we're going to move that to the side right now. Oh, actually, we're going to attach that next here. So, how do we angle this guy up here? Where do I put it? Looks like there? Yeah, right there. I'll be securing that piece in place using 2 EP screws. Alright, so first one's in there now. And you know what? It looks like I actually got to retighten that one little piece I just went in there because it's a little, yeah, a little limp. Alright, so second screw's in place there, and kind of an updated look as to what we're working with here. So that portion is now done. From there, we're going to be building the generator pulley here. So it looks like we're going to be grabbing this tin can looking piece here. What else do we got? Is that it? No? That's it. That's what I'm looking for. So this one here, and then 10E there, and this kind of like looking bladey looking thing there. All right, so let's mimic what we're seeing here. This looks like it kind of just attaches. Does it kind of just clip on maybe? Snap on? And then from there we're gonna run this through, and I'm assuming, yeah, there's little grooves it's just gonna hook into. There we go. From there we're gonna be going on to figure B here. Take that little blade looking thing there, which is the generator pulley outer apparently. We're gonna pop that through there, and oh, does it connect? Everything connects here together, it looks like. I think it does. I'm going to secure that. We're going to be using another DP screw here. So let me find one of those. DP screw coming in hot. So we got that all secure here. So figure D, we're moving on to insert the 3 generator plugs into the top of the generator. So yeah, I guess I just made a generator. Okay, so let's find the 3 plugs here. Wherever they are. I think they're actually bagged up here. No? Oh, they're there. Got these guys, so let's go ahead and pop those ones in. Alright, take a look here. So how do we do this? So if we're looking at it from this vantage point, generator plug should be pointing upwards. Alright, so I got all 3 generator plugs in there. The top 2 here pointing upwards, the one right here pointing left. That's at least what it depicts there. From there, we're moving on to step 3, affixing the generator to its supports. It looks like this is the main piece here that we're going to be using. So what do we got there? Turn this around. Oh, there's a little hole right here. So attach that in place. We're using, looks like, an EP screw again. All right, so that is all nice and tight there. And then from there, we're going to figure B here, which affix the generator, this little guy, to the generator front bracket using the FM screw. So yeah, like right in here. So let's add it to the main body. All right, so we got the first screw in there securing it. From there, we're going to attach this little like rod piece once again to the main generator here. So what do we got there? We need to grab an FM screw. I kind of did it backwards. I attached the back end first rather than the front end, but should be fine. Should be fine, right? All right, so that is all in there. Looking good. Everything looks secure. So from there, what do we got? That's in there. Fitting the water pump housing. So let's find that piece. It looks like it's this one right here. And that is going to rest, looks like right in there. And it looks like there's like 4 little holes here. And we're going to be securing that with some GP screws. Alright, so I got the last screw in place there, and I do want to actually say, since like the first video, there's been people like commenting on these videos, a few people here and there saying that I should use oil when it comes to like screwing in the screws on metal, and I kind of took that advice. I kind of put it on the back burner, but you know what? I think I'm going to have to do that because honestly, some of these screws getting in here has been a bit of a pain. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to go down to my local car parts store, what have you there, and grab some oil for this build, because there have been some screws here and there that have been a little harder to get in more than others. But as I've said in past videos, I do want to bring up that, you know, once again, I'm a novice when it comes to putting together any type of like builds like this, doing model cars, anything, and so far this build has been insanely easy for me, a beginner. It all screws in, there's no glue, and I think it's kind of foolproof when it comes to not being able to wreck it. I mean, obviously earlier in the video you saw that I attached this piece incorrectly, and to correct it, it was just a quick, simple, you know, fix. It was like 2 screws undone, realign it, screw it back in, and then I was back in business. But let's move on here. Let's kind of move this over to the side a little bit. Now we're moving on to step 5, which is going to be the final piece of this build video, assembling the oil filter. I've never been so excited to assemble an oil filter, and to be honest, I've never assembled an oil filter. So let's go ahead and grab the pieces that are needed here. There we go, all 3 pieces. Once again, we're trying to match up what I have here in hand to the little display there, the little diagram. So let's pop this through here. All right, looking good. And then we're going to attach these 2 pieces together using, it looks like, a DP screw. All right, then on the other side here, it looks like this kind of just connects in here as depicted there. And then we're going to attach all 3 of these individual pieces using a DP screw. Alright, so that is all together there, and then we're going to be affixing that here. Yeah, that's going to be our next step. So let's go ahead and grab this portion to it, and where's that going to go? Looks like right in here, and we're going to connect that using a BP screw. Oh, and you know what? Actually, I kind of took a little bit of liberties here. I didn't realize when it came to this piece here, there was 4 holes, and I actually screwed 4 screws into it. I wasn't supposed to do that. I was actually only supposed to screw 3 into it because this is going to connect through one of those holes. So give me another second here. Man, I'm making all the mistakes in today's video. Alright, so I got that in there then. Looking secure. From there, what do we got? Yeah, BP screw. There is an area here that looks like, well, actually not quite. There's a bit of a gap here. So I was about to say I was going to run a screw in there. I was going to get a little overzealous, but I don't think I'm supposed to do that just yet. So yeah, I think that is it. That is today's build here, guys. Everything is looking really, really slick. Honestly, this is becoming one heck of a beast with every stage, with every edition. Like I said, though, that is it for stage 10. The rest of this magazine, we got a feature here on Janine Melnitz. Got a great picture there of Janine and Egon Spengler together there. Yeah, let's actually put this aside. But I'm curious. Our next video is going to be issue number 5 here. We're going to kick off, and it's going to be stages 11 and 12, and then 13 and 14 is going to be the next video after that. 11, it looks like we're going to be building the power steering pump and the crankshaft pulley. Holy crap, I mean, look how big this thing's getting. We're going to be running some wires through here, and then stage 13, the chassis. We're going to start building that. Man, I really can't wait to actually, once again, start building the actual main body of the Ecto-1. And if you can't wait to start building the body of the Ecto-1 or just the Ecto-1 in general, I'd recommend signing up to this subscription service. Like I said at the top of the video, we've got links right down below in the description where you can click it, you can sign up today, you can start building your very own Ecto-1, and you can build along with me as I build mine here on the YouTube channel. Send me messages, we can chit-chat in the comments section all about this amazing, amazing, amazing Ghostbusters Ecto-1 build from Eaglemoss Hero Collector. This thing is freaking huge. I mean, just look at it and imagine this actually going inside, you know, an Ecto model car. Once again, this Ecto-1 is going to go 1/8 scale when fully finished. That's like 2.5 feet. I mean, that's outlandish. That's crazy. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to need like a bigger collection room once this Ecto-1 is fully built, once it's finished. And as I've already said several times in this video, if you'd like to start your very own subscription to Eaglemoss Hero Collector's Ecto-1, we got those links right down below in the description. Click them and start building today. So that does it for today, guys. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube to stay up to date with all of our Ecto-1 build videos, and also, obviously, all the other Ghostbusters news that we post here on Ghostbusters News. If you'd like to help out the channel, be sure to sign up to the Ghostbusters News Patreon page. Link to that is down below, also in the description. And that is it. I will see everybody right back here next time. Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube.